Hi, I'm Richard Byrne. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of Mentimeter, which is a neat tool for polling your audience. Let's take a look at how it works. So here I am in my account, and we're going to make a new presentation. Now, my presentation is just going to be called Some Fun Facts. And it'll be done at presenter pace. You can also do it at an audience pace, but we'll do it at presenter pace. And now we're going to go in and we're making slides. And you can see here on the right hand side we have a variety of slide types and question types that we can use. You can make it a competition if you like. Okay, so let's just do a quick little multiple choice type. Okay, so we're going to choose our slide type of multiple choice. And I'm going to write in my question. Who won last year's World Series? I'll put in some options. And you can see here we have options for how we want it to be laid out when we get the feedback from the audience. You can do it in bar shape, donut, pie shape, dot shape, or dots. Okay. Now, we can add as many questions as we like, but for the sake of this demonstration, we'll just go in and present this one. And when we present it, the audience will use this address, menti.com, and use the code 511679. Okay. So let's take a look at how the audience sees this. So go and present that, and my audience will now go to the address. I see it across the top there. So they're going to go just like this. They go to menti.com. And they need to put in that code, and that code is 511679, and submit it. And now they see the question. They can vote and submit. They can see the voting results. Okay. To see the voting results, they're going to have to put in their email, or they can simply look up here at the big screen in front of the room and see the results coming in. Now, when I'm done with this, I can just go back in, and now I'm no longer presenting. I just hit my back button. I'm no longer presenting. Now, if I want to take a look at the results, I can download them. I can reset them. And you can reset it for just one of the slides in your set of survey questions, or you can say all slides. Now, another thing about Mentimeter that's neat is they have this section called Inspiration. And in the Inspiration, we'll see all manner of pre-made quizzes that you can use in your account. Now, I'm in the fun competitions section, but we have a section for teachers and students. Check the students' biology knowledge. I don't know what that one's about, but other than biology, you can scroll through all of those and take a look, or hit all. Let's do fun competitions. And we can scroll through. We'll see there's a Game of Thrones, the Avengers, weird foods around the world, what happened in 2018, your reality show skills. All right. Let's try that one. I know nothing about reality TV shows, so let's try that one. So I've added that to my presentations. Now over here on the left hand side in my account, we'll see your presentations, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I click on that one. And now I can go through and take a look at each one of these questions that are in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and now present this one. And again, the class will go to menti.com and use the code that they see projected. So go to menti.com. And we'll use this new code. And now we're playing the Keeping Up with the Kardashians game. There we are. And so as the teacher, I'll say start question 1. Okay. What's her first name? I have no idea. And we'll see the responses as they come in. Now, the correct answer is Kim. Okay. So I've learned something new about the Kardashians today. So now I'm back here in my Mentimeter account, and I can go back into that inspiration. I can make a new presentation. You can change the branding and colors to make your template not be the simple white and black backgrounds. You can change out any of these fonts and whatnot with the upgraded Mentimeter accounts. But everything that I've shown you so far today is a free part of Mentimeter. So that's a neat little tool for making quiz games to play in your classroom. As always, for more tips and tricks like this, please check out freetechforteachers.com and practicaledtech.com.